ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Oh, he's not ready, guys.
I'm not ready.
All right, hang on. I just moved him out because he's not ready. Hang on. Oh, hey, Ghost, you ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sweet.
How are you, man?
Yeah, good. Thanks for asking me how I'm doing. Honestly,
So good, man.
thanks a lot. You're a really good bloke, you know that.
Thanks. I appreciate it a lot. Coming from my future teammate.
Yes.
Oh, I leaked it. Oh no.
So the plan is me, you, and Scar.
Scarthy Barfy. Yeah, 100%.
Let's go. How are you? How are you feeling coming into this weekend?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Obviously, you know, got to be confident and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, just still trying to like grind and stuff. So trying to like get used to.
You
know.
You have a job, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much does that get in the way of, I guess, practice and grinding?
I mean, I like wake up at 4, like 4 o'clock and come home at like 4.
Wait,
so it's just
you wake
like,
up at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, and then come back to home at like 4 p.m., 4:30.
Oh no. So how does that going to affect you when you might have to be up till like Championship Sunday, right? Starts at 5:30, 6 best of 7s. You know, that could finish at midnight. How does that go for you?
I mean, like my sleep schedule's been fucked for like 2 years. Like I've been like 5 hours sleep for like, so it's not really that different to be fair. But yeah, hopefully we do good, I guess.
So do you expect that you guys are going to do well?
I wouldn't say expect, because you know that's like ego things. But you know, I'm confident. I'm confident.
Well, if I asked any of like Deca or Fiber or Amphis, all of those guys would say you have a massive ego. So where does that come from?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Yummy. I don't know.
Well, I guess I'll have to ask them.
Yeah, you might as well bring him in and then and then ask.
Yeah, I'll bring them in. Well. So Deca says true, so it must be true. Yeah. Well, okay. So in the Open qualifiers, right? You lost your final 2 Open qualifier matches, which, you know, I guess that you're a team that expected to at least go 5-1, probably even 6-0. So what happened in those?
I bet it's just trolled. That's about it.
Who specifically on the team trolled?
Definitely Misty. Definitely Misty trolled.
Oh, Misty, you're getting called out, mate.
Oh no.
We had our sub and we were 4-0. Did you have your sub? Because it looked like it was your core roster.
Yeah. I didn't play the last 2 games. That's definitely what happened.
The last 2 individual games?
Yep.
Yeah. I only saw the one on stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you had your sub for all the ones that you won.
Yeah, so I'm getting replaced. So that's why I'm teaming up with you.
Oh, yeah. Wait, who's the sub again? I remember looking at that the other day.
Kruzza.
Kruzza is so much better.
Yeah, I know. He's way better. Yeah. He's goated.
Well, that's that. I guess a major question everybody wants to ask is, you know, how did you get diables?
Oh, yeah, it's so weird. I've been asked, like, people that came up to me, like, how the fuck do you get, like, these orgs?
Yeah.
And, like, I honestly don't even know. I don't even, yeah. I just thought, actually, I put every team so they all look like they're really bad to, like, sign. And I make myself look good.
I mean, is that an actual thing that you do? I assume it's
No. I don't know. It's like, yeah, obviously start off with Mind Freak, and they're like pretty, I mean,
yeah.
I would say they were a good org. But yeah, no, like it's just, I kind of know what an org like wants to hear, I guess. So, and like what they want. So it's just like, it's easier for me to like send a message across and like impress them.
Yeah. Does that put any pressure on you guys? Like, do you feel the pressure to perform because you are represented by a reasonably big organization?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, yeah. Just because like you don't want to get signed to like a good org and then absolutely choke. It just looks like shit. So
like Team Liquid, you know, it's the same thing.
Yeah, you know. But like, yeah, I'd rather that not, come into play and stuff. I'd rather just like, sign with a good org and start doing good.
Well, what for you is choking this weekend?
Um,
what kind of position?
Coming last is choking.
Okay, well, that's pretty difficult to do, but if you manage it, I'd actually be impressed if you managed to come last.
You just egoed everyone that's gonna come last. Nice.
Yeah, well, if you're coming last, you're fucking shit, and you should probably quit Rocket League, homie.
Fucking hell.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's gonna get close. Okay. Why did you pick up Sprat and Misty? What's the team?
Okay, so obviously I joined Walcott and Misty. And I felt like scrims were just like better environment for me and stuff. So and then Walcott wanted to bring back team up with Spartoge and Dark. Yep. So me and Misty had like a few like options that we could have went for, but we feel like Sprat like fit the play style that we want to play like the most, I guess.
Yeah.
So but yeah, no, he was definitely like, in my eyes, one of the players that, it was like a go-to, especially when we scrimmed with like quite a few amount of people. So,
well, do you think that I guess that you're a team that's more ready to go, like you feel like you're synergizing well, or a development that might do better later on in the season?
I'd say I'd say a bit of both. Like we're still working on quite a few stuff, so it's just trying to fix all the like mistakes and stuff and get all on like the right page. But yeah, I'm like still confident and stuff, like to play tomorrow and shit. So yeah.
Sweet. Well, thanks for coming on. It's speed round interviews.
Oh, dude, it's clean.
It's clean.
No worries, man.
Clean interviews. Definitely look forward to seeing you guys. I definitely look forward to seeing you guys play against Vort Central again.
Yeah.
Because that's the first round matchup if people haven't looked. But yeah, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm gonna move Ghost out. We've got Homie up next. Hey, Homie, how's it going?
Hey, how's it freaking going, brother?
Oh, really good. Hey, Matt. Also, you're really loud. I need to tell you. Well, you're on 200%.
Oh, sorry.
No. You're on 200% on Discord.
I sincerely apologize for that.
I have to apologize. I'm just an easy target, and but I know you can take it, right?
I'm livid.
You can take it. If I call out Sprat, he's going to be crying. So I gotta call you out, right?
No, I was crying for the past 5 minutes. I only just got over it.
All right, and how you guys feeling going into this weekend, mate?
It's legit. It's a coin flip. Who fucking knows? Either, I don't know. I think we have potential to do like decent. Anything above like 10th, like we'll be like, yeah, we're happy. But legit, like we'll just see how we feel on the day. It's just like, so far we've been like a super inconsistent team.
Yeah. Just
in like scrims and tournaments and everything, and I think that's just like happens a lot with like bubble teams and teams that aren't like haven't super found themselves yet. But they could just like anything could happen with them. Yeah. So yeah, we'll like Azza could just 1v3 everyone until we get top 4, or we'll all just like not be able to hit the ball and get lost. Like legit, we'll just have to wait and see.
That's fair enough. Now this is a burning question. I think everybody has.
Yep.
What's the difference between Azza and Hazza? Who are they?
Dude, it legit is the fucking most annoying thing ever. I don't know why I picked both of them up at the same time. It's the worst decision of my life. Because every time I'll be like, Azza you got? And they'll be like, wait, who? And I'll be like, yeah, that's really cool. And for some reason, just no nickname stick. I just have to call him Hazza or Azza, and it's just the worst thing.
Well then,
Hazza told me to call him Aaron. Hazza told me to call him Harry, but it just doesn't work.
oh no, you've actually teamed with both Azza and Hazza
And
across
Hazza.
different times, like
Yep.
throughout the history. Why'd you bring them all together?
So I like always really enjoyed playing with Azza.
Wait,
it's
Azza or
just-
Azza?
Azza? Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron Smith. That person. He was one of like my first proper teams where we had like some semi decent results.
Yeah.
And he was like, I always thought Azza was one of those players that like if you really put his mind to it, he could like break through to like the upper echelon of gameplay. Just because he's just like a unique player. But he kind of like took a break. At some point, I can't remember exactly when. So that team like broke off.
Yeah.
And then anytime my team was Siva, I go, Siva, who are you picking up, bud? And he goes, I don't care as long as they're not mean. And I'm like, okay. So Hazza, he's a cute little boy.
Oh.
He says his pleases and thanks. And we thought, fuck it, let's pick this kid up. And it's his first time being on a real team.
Yep.
And he was a nervous wreck, and he didn't know what the fuck was going on. And that team didn't last very long. And Siva said, "Yeah, I've had enough." And he went and teamed with like Spardoge and Cobo or something.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a bit of a mess. But I still really liked him. It was just a matter of like time until he had grown up a bit as a player.
Mm-hmm.
And so I played with Hazard again with Baked Potato and or Sprout. It was like interchangeable, and we did pretty decent on like the glove and gauntlet, whatever.
Yep.
And then
Under Greatest Gaming Gamers, right?
no, it was actually under Grow Up. In fact, it was under
Oh.
Grow Up, and then that team disbanded, and then Hazard did really good in the do you remember like the Oceanic Showdown tournament? It was like Hazard did really good in that, and I was like, oh, I'm LFT, let's fucking give that a crack again. And we teamed with Shushu,
Mhm.
and no comment. And then we picked up Hazard, and
Yeah.
it's been very enjoyable. It's been quite the enjoyable experience.
So you just really enjoy playing with each other at the moment.
They're just I just find them really easy, like just in terms of like talking to them and fixing issues and whatever. It's just like a really easy process. They're both like good at communicating how they feel about anything without coming off as like rude or abrasive. And yeah, it's just been fun.
Is that
So-
what's kept you, I guess, competing all this time? Because I mean, let's be blunt, you haven't broken into the top 8 yet, and that's where the real money starts, right? So what
yeah.
motivates you guys together to keep competing all this time?
Personally, even though I like Soccer Rock League, it is something that I like truly do enjoy. Like anytime I play tournament and get a few wins, it's like a really good feeling.
Yeah.
So if I have teammates that like I'm thinking to myself, if I was to like do really good in this tournament, would I really want it to be with someone that like I don't care for, or someone that like when I don't go like holy shit, I just want it with like someone that I'm like friends with kind of thing.
Yeah.
So when you're playing with people that you like care about, for me it's like way more meaningful, and that's kind of like what's motivated me, like for everything. Even though you could say I haven't had my peak moment yet, just being able to like get on and have scrims and play tournaments and have a good time is like enough for me. Even though obviously I want to go further.
Hey, you don't have to be so harsh on yourself too. I mean, maybe bad compared to your Renegades and whatnot, but you are in the top 16 of OCE now. So I guess, was that a big accomplishment for you? Were you happy with top 16?
I mean, like technically I've made top 16s and stuff before in league play qualifiers and like other like slightly relevant tournaments. So it's not that I like top 16. I was like, that was fucking easy, but it was just like, yeah, I like we should be making top 16 at this point. So it wasn't like a super pop champ moment.
Yeah.
It's definitely still the like making top 8 and beyond. That's when it's like a let's go guys. You know what I mean? So
Sweet. Well,
yeah.
you're really on. I say you probably have your pulse on, or your finger on the pulse of I guess, a lot of these challenger teams because you play in a lot of those tournaments. Is there a team here that you're expecting to do, like another team that you're expecting to do well or better than people might expect?
I know if people don't expect them to do well, but I do think that I think it's like the same with every team. It's hard to pinpoint one. I think literally every team that isn't like I think Riot, No Dramas, Tango's team, and even like Kia Desu team, they can all do like well in the day. They all have like the ability to do it. It's just about like who can bring it out. And I think that's always been like the case with OCE, is that everyone seems to like they just everyone has a lot of off days, and I don't know if it's like people don't deal with the pressure well, or like what, but everyone is like capable. It's just who's like capable on the day.
Do you think that's maybe because there's so many roster changes all the time?
I do think that is like quite a large factor. And I just think in general, a lot of people they kind of everyone wants immediate results. No one like the long term in OCE is okay. We didn't get top 8. We got no money. Like let's quit, kind of thing. Like there's no incentive. It's not like you're in RLS and you're like, okay, we got 5K. We had some good matches. Let's keep it going. It's like, oh, we missed out on league play. Or we missed out on top 8. Fuck these cunts. I don't want to play with them anymore. That was a fucking waste of time. That seems to be a lot of people's like mindset. And whether it's like correct or not is like up to the people to decide, I guess, even though I think it's pretty silly, but like you can't blame them for doing it just because of how our scene is, really.
Well, it feels like that changes, right? There's now a year-long season where you'll lose your points if you make more than one change, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think we'll see every team except for maybe 1 or 2 make a change after the split, and then everyone will stick together after that. Because everyone will be like, oh, it's just one split, like the points aren't really that important.
Yeah.
Unless we got like top 4. And then the next split after that, it would be like, oh, fuck, if we make a roster change, we'll get beat out to qualifying by like another team that's less deserving, so we gotta stick together. So I guess it's good for OC, but it's also, there's probably gonna be a lot of tension in these fucking teams. It's gonna be rough.
Makes sense. Well, yeah. I'm gonna have to go to the next interview as well, but thank you very much for coming on, and again, wish you luck for this week.
No problem. I appreciate it. It was fun. I'll catch up.
See you next time.
I need to go flame Billy quickly.
All right, next guest is going to be Billy. So let's update this. What's the interview schedule? There you go. All right, let's bring in Requiem. Hey, Requiem, how's it going?
Hello, Yummy. How are you? How is everyone doing on this wonderful evening? What is going on?
You sound very happy. I'm very happy.
I am happy. I'm happy with life. Everything is good.
Well, you didn't sound like that the other day. You messaged me the other day saying something along the lines of you're not making top 4.
Yeah, it's a good meme. And now I'm going to say something different because I love my team.
Yeah, what happened in the last couple of days that have made you back in the I'm coming top 4 bandwagon?
Look, I was just going through a depresso mode phase, and I didn't believe what I was saying, and I am the best, and my teammates are the best. So yeah.
Who's better, you or your teammates?
My teammates, by far.
Okay.
They're good. But that means I'm not the best then, so I don't even know. Yeah.
Oh no, it's all unraveling right in front of your eyes. So you're gonna come that top 3 dream. You know, you've come 4th every single season ever. Now it's the season for top 3. Do you think it's this first regional that you're gonna do it?
Maybe not. Like if I'm being real here, like I think this team is the team that we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with.
Yeah.
Not sure if it'll be this regionals, but it'll definitely be like one of the regionals, you know, like we're on a good path in my opinion.
Yeah. So I guess there's 2 trains of thought, right? Like either this is the regional where I'd say personally that we're going to have the biggest weaknesses amongst teams and you could capitalize on that. Or the next ones are the ones where the teams that improve the most can make the biggest leap. Do you think you're in the first camp where you have a chance to capitalize on that right now? or that you still need a lot to grow and that you are going to grow a lot?
We're more in the second camp. I feel like we got a lot to grow with, like a lot to work on, but we're also like starting to find our feet. And I feel like if we can just like find our potential a bit more, we'll probably be able to do pretty well. Like, but like we're not like, it's not like we'd be relying on other people's weaknesses for this first split or anything like that. Like we're one of the teams that'll grow, I feel like.
Fair enough. Why the pickup of Caveman Ben? You know, he hadn't really been in top 8 until you got on your team.
I don't know. Fever had been on team with him, and he talked him up, like told me about how good he was. I scrimmed with him a couple times, and I sort of was like, oh, this man's is actually pretty good. Skingman's pretty decent. And yeah, I don't know. It's just sort of like been a slow build, and he's just gotten more goated as time's passed on. And yeah, now he's just the best, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. He's got good mechanics, and he's a pretty smart player, and we're like learning a lot with him. So
yeah. You think he kind of is taking more of a leadership role at the moment?
No, I wouldn't say so. But like, I don't know. We're all sort of learning, like, because we're like trying to change our play style right now, or like have been, and we're all sort of like learning how to be a bit more aggressive and how to work with each other a lot more and be a bit more renegadesy. But
why do you think you need to be more aggressive?
Because like every single, like I feel like in every season beforehand, I've been in like the first, like, you know how you were saying like there were two ways you could look at it for like a split, like people have their weaknesses and you capitalize on it. I feel like I've been that like legit 3 seasons in a row probably. And that's what like being defensive is. It's like, I feel like you just surprise teams and you only win by doing like the surprise element. But I feel like this time around, like we're not going to be doing that. I don't want to rely on like other teams' weaknesses. I want to rely on our strengths a lot more. So we're just trying to be more aggressive, and it's seeming to work. I don't know. We still have our kryptonites and stuff, but it's going all right.
Do you think that's going to work against what is currently the top 3 in Ground Zero, Renegades, and Cringe?
It's not really working against Cringe, but Renegades and GZ, it's like not terrible. So I don't know.
Maybe works it more in the future.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just a sort of grow moment, really. Like we're all sort of new to being aggressive gamers, so yeah, it'll just get better with time. We get more comfortable. So but we're feeling really comfortable, like right now. Like we're starting to like really get into it. So that's good.
What's the goal for you then? I mean, you've been at it for a while, but you're also doing medicine. You know, you've got all this study and whatnot. When does you know your priorities change between medicine and Rocket League? What takes precedence?
It's a hard question. Like next year is going to be 4th year, so it gets a lot more clinical and a lot more hectic. I feel like I'm sort of already like taking a step back from Rocket League in terms of like I just want to train way more efficiently, but like put in less time.
So less time doing ceiling shuffles for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. Just dumb. Like, like I used to have 1 million hours in free play, but just like wouldn't think about the game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't like I'd do replays, but I'd just like spout the same stuff. You know, never like experiment enough. So I don't know. I'm just like trying to be a bit smarter, and hopefully I'll be able to balance it next year as well. But it's going to be hard. I don't know. It'll be difficult, but we'll see. Like, I probably won't quit anytime soon, but like my priorities are probably going to have to go more towards medicine. But yeah, I'll be able to balance it.
Have you ever thought about giving up on medicine to do Rocket League more?
I've thought about having gap years where like I've told myself like if I make top 2 and if I'm feeling really good, like I'll have a gap year this year. But it's never really like panned out. Like I've had good seasons, and then sort of like the end of the season's always like left me sour and like, oh, I don't want to like give up on a year of medicine to like pursue this. Like I'd love to in the same like vein, but I'm not sure. Like there's a lot of uncertainty around that. But yeah, like if I do well, I could probably gap year it. Like that's definitely on the cards. Maybe like 5th year or something. So it depends if Rocket League's still relevant.
Maybe not like moving overseas and trying to make anything over there.
look, I'd love to like do that, but it's just like I'm not good enough, man. If I was the best, yeah, I'd do it, but I'm not good enough. So
would you think at least that your time, you know, you've spent a lot of time playing Rocket League and you've made friends, I'd say, with a lot of good players, including all the way back in the day, Soma. You know, do you feel like...
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've learned a lot from the time and that you're like able to share a lot of experience with your current teammates?
Definitely. I also feel like I've missed out on a lot of experiences, but I think I've gained a lot as well. And yeah, I can definitely bring that to my team. But I think like most players have like gotten a lot out of like following competitive, and I'm like no different really. I don't know. I know how to like consistently work hard at something a lot more now, having like done it, you know, like most people don't like dedicate like this many hours to one thing in like such a short amount of time, I guess.
So you feel like Rocket League's helped you grow as a person?
Yeah, and I think it's also inhibited me in a lot of ways as well, which is unfortunate, but
name one way that it's inhibited you.
Well, I think I'd be a lot more social as a human. Probably like no more than 3 people in my cohort. Like, yeah, probably be a bit more normie, even though I kind of hate that word these days. But yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, it's been good for me, but in the same vein, sometimes I like think like, what if I didn't play Rocket League and just like got really good at medicine and like got my career sorted out?
Yeah, like set yourself up for life and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but I think like if you're having fun, like you should probably just like I don't think I should have like cut it out. Like, you know, it's been a big form of entertainment, and like I've made a lot of friends along the way. So I think it's been a good thing, but yeah, I just like sometimes think about like, what if I didn't play Rocket League? Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it's.
But okay, what do you enjoy outside of Rocket League that you'd probably be doing as a pastime instead of Rocket League?
It's more like I've put like 20 hours per sem of study, like also I don't know, something like that, and I'm just like really terrible at medicine, if I'm being honest. Like I'm just not good, like straight up.
Oh, no.
So
he's gonna be your doctor at some point, guys.
Well, no, I'm not neglecting it for like my entire life. This is like a short-term thing, I guess. And it's getting better. Like I'm more willing to like grind throughout the sem a lot more these days. So yeah, I don't know. It's I've definitely neglected that aspect a bit too much, but yeah, it's alright.
Well, again, it's speed round. Thank you very much for coming on. Great answers.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, you can say something.
Amphis is stinky and smelly and bad at the game.
Ooh.
And he has no friends and nobody likes him. And Deck is bad at the game, and Cringe are going to win on the weekend.
Wait, so Deck is bad, but he's going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Yummy Tuesday. Love you. Thank you.
Bye.
It's been awesome. Have a good night.
I love
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Bye.
What a guy. What a guy. Next up we have Leviathan. Hey Levi, how's it going, mate?
Going good, how are you?
Good. I don't think we've really had a chance to talk, so
yeah.
Like ever. You know?
Yeah, legit. Yeah.
What's the point? Why are you inviting me to play Rocket League with you? It's so weird.
Huh?
I'm a good freestyler. I should be on
True.
polls.
Yeah, we should hit off some casual sometime.
Yeah. Don't want to risk your rank.
Oh, not my casual rank.
Oh no. How's the team going at the moment? How's the team dynamic?
Yeah, it's going alright. Like, I'd say in most of our scrims, we're all relatively comfortable with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we're just trying to still find our footing a little bit, because we had that initial initial stage where we were playing really well when we first teamed up, and now it's kind of gone down a little bit. We're trying to pick it back up.
Sounds good. And like, does that mean that you're feeling good going into this weekend, or is it something that you're working more towards the second?
Well, I think we're relatively confident going into the weekend. We think we can do well, I guess.
What's well? Is that top 4, or is it a failure to be less than top 4?
I wouldn't call it a failure. I'd say, obviously, we're aiming for top 4, but we won't be too disappointed if we fall short.
Yeah. So you're kind of middle of the road at the moment. Is there a chance of top 2 even?
Not at the moment. I'd say like there's always the possibility that one team can play better than another, leads to some upsets and all that. But yeah, I wouldn't say there's a possibility. That's what I'm trying to say.
So what's the step, I guess? What do you need to take your team from a team that's sitting anywhere from 4th to 6th, I guess is what you're getting at, to a team that is the best team in OCE?
I guess just finding consistency in our play, because from like scrim results and stuff, one game we will do really well, we'll play to our strengths, and the next game it falls apart.
Do you have any idea kind of why that is?
That's something we're still trying to find out. That's something we haven't quite figured out yet. It's usually better on tournament days where we kind of just, kick into gear and we know we can't let off or anything.
Fair enough. Who's the brains behind Gaming Gamers? Who's the one coming up with all the ideas and how to improve?
Ooh. I'd say it's mainly Zen, because he's got all the experience with all the higher rank games and stuff, and he helps us here and there with stuff we're not too familiar with. But like all together we work as a team in most discussions, and we decide on things together.
So it's fun? You enjoy being with these two guys?
Yeah, it's really good. It's the best team I've had so far, because I haven't really been in any teams that have made it to the top or anything like that.
Well, okay, here's an important question though. Who's got the bigger ego, Fiber or Zen?
I have to go with Fiber there.
Yeah, Fiber. Yeah, he has got a massive ego.
I know, right? It's out of hand.
Do you think it ever gets in the way of your guy's improvement? His ego, and then might...
sometimes it's so bad. Yeah, like we're just trying to play a game, and then he starts flaming us for no reason. It's like.
Says that he would have scored that goal when you miss. Yeah, that's typical Fiber. That's
gonna hit that. No,
that's good. Do you think you and Fiber are both 15, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that comes into play? Like, have you been really hungry of late, and now that you're able to actually play, you've got a lot more drive than other people?
Yeah, especially considering obviously school's important to us, but it's not important to the stage where we have to devote all of our time to it. So we still have time to grind on the side, and then just try and get consistent.
So you don't think school gets in the way at all?
No, not at the moment, at least.
Is that because scrims are all happening in the evening?
Mainly, and with the online learning, it's a lot easier to get the work done, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's not as much, and you can do it in your own time.
So would you say that coronavirus has been a huge boost to your career?
I mean...
Would you like to tweet, thanks COVID-19, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me?
Not necessarily. It's just obviously it's giving me more time to play the game, but then again, when I play the game for too long, I just feel like absolute garbage, so I have to have a couple of breaks from it.
Do you feel like you know why that is? Is it because you get used to playing idiots in ranked, or?
I'm not sure. It's just to kind of just wear myself out, I guess, because
just get tired.
Some days off. Yeah, mainly.
So what do you do to relax if you're doing school during the day, and then you're, I guess, working hard at Rocket League? What do you do to actually wind down? Because Rocket League doesn't sound like it's, casual, relaxing thing to do.
Well, obviously there's freestyling, which is fun, I guess, and there's always other games. Play with the lads, Among Us.
Fair enough. So, as a team, you're dynamic. You've got 3 freestylers on the team. Do you guys feel like you incorporate that into the play well? Do you feel like you have access to a unique play style amongst the region?
Well, it all depends. It's all situational. Obviously, we don't go out of our way to do all the weird freestyling stuff. We try to play a structured team, but if we see an opportunity to do some mechanical stuff, it doesn't hurt to go for it. And Fiber's really good at finding spaces where he can just like do what he wants with the ball, and he's really good at controlling it whilst being confusing for the other team. Like he can spin around like an idiot and he'll have full control of the ball. I don't know how he does it.
So you'd say the Fiber's the main, spear point of your attack.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But then who's defending at any point in time?
I think we're all pretty good at like covering each other, but sometimes I'm a bit too passive and I'm just sitting back when I don't necessarily have to be, which kind of just, I don't know, diminishes my field presence.
Fair enough. I guess one last. Oh, we've got a little bit more time. Yeah. So you're maybe who are your closest rivals at the moment? Would you say?
Closest rivals. I'm not sure.
I was like top of my head. I was thinking Mind Freak, but do you think that's off?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like they're a very good team. Like, I reckon it could go either way if we played them. Like, there's no telling who would win. Like, definitely.
You can already see Fiber's ego coming out in the chat saying no.
Yeah.
I think your actual biggest rival is Fiber.
I know, right? God.
It's not going well for the team,
No.
but I guess who have you got winning this weekend?
Winning. I'd say just from like scrims. Oh, just from scrims. We've been scrimming Cringe a lot, and they seem to be like very, very good at the moment.
Yeah.
Like in form, and I reckon it's just gonna like get better on the weekend. So I personally have them for winning the thing.
I think a lot of people have kind of been talking about Cringe Society and scrims as well.
Yeah.
Do you ever find it difficult getting scrims or getting good practice here?
No, we usually get them pretty much every night. Like we try to book it in advance because scrims are scarce apparently.
So the top teams think you're good enough to actually scrim them.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, that's an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
Well, what are you personally looking to achieve in the next year of Rocket League this season?
Well, I'm just trying to like push as high as I can and get as far as I can because I want to try and get all of the Rocket League stuff out of the way before I have to start focusing on school, which will most likely be next year because that's when I start VCE.
That's
So
your, like, kind of year 11.
yeah, it's my year 11.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just like focusing on Rocket League a bit more than I would usually. So yeah, just trying to hardcore grind and do best I can.
Sounds good. Is there anything that might get in your way before then? Do you feel like you have any mental blocks or anything that is holding you back at the moment, or is it just full on 100% improvement? You're sky's the limit.
Well, as of late, I've been feeling a little bit like I haven't had much confidence, so I'm trying to build that up again just by like playing my own game more and not necessarily thinking as much about the play and just kind of going with my instincts and trusting my gut, which seems to be working all right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Again, I wish you the best of luck too. Everyone's going to have so much luck this weekend.
I know, all the luck you're giving out.
That's
I
it.
have to start charging people.
I hope you score some freestyles and make my
Me too.
cast interesting, but I think you'll at least have a good chance of coming in the top 4, so that'll be exciting.
All right.
All right, have a good one, Levi.
Right. You too, have a good night.
Thank you, bye.
Catch up.
All right. Man, we're getting some really good insights, to be honest. Everyone's so good at interviewing. So, coming up next, it's not 1, it's not 2, it's an entire team all together. So we're going to be bringing in the No Dramas crew and talking to them. So this is going to probably get incredibly messy. We'll find out.
Thanks, mate. Ooh.
What?
Oh.
saying thanks to Levi, are you, huh?
Yep.
How's
God,
everyone
I thought
going?
you were
Everyone answer at the same time. How you going?
Bad.
Good, thanks.
What the fuck? Was that him?
Wait, what?
He said answer at the same time, lads. Come on.
Yeah, this is the worst team I've ever seen.
God,
Are we still talking about gamers, are we?
Wow. All right, so you've got... Okay, so Cobbo, can you speak first and you can say hi?
No.
Okay,
Hey,
that's Cobbo. Zaid, can you introduce yourself?
Hey.
And everyone knows what Yeezy sounds like, so we don't need to hear him talk at all. How you guys did pretty well in the qualifiers, considering you went 6-0-0 in the Open qualifier, and you had a really tough, what I would call a tough Group B. Did that give you a lot of confidence, or were you already expecting to pretty much breeze into the top 16?
Well, I wouldn't call it a breeze.
I don't think anything for granted, but I think we were probably more sure we were going to make it than not make it.
Yeah.
The way the seeding went for the group things, the four groups, the 4-team groups was not unideal having Direwolves there, even though we own a really good seed, but like that's just how it happened, so we just took it as it went. Almost went through in the upper thing, but we lost in game 5. And then just had to just play solid for lowers and not for we did it. So,
makes sense. Well, you know, Direwolves only got there because of their poor performance rather than, you know, anything else. That's the problem, I guess. That's always happens in qualifiers. But Zaid, I guess you might have the least, I don't know, I was going to say the least big names in terms of coming into the top 8, but you have been in the top 8 in RLCS League play. Do you feel like you're maybe the junior of the team, or is it very even in terms of experience?
I don't know. I guess I'm like, ET's probably like the oldest in terms of experience, and then, well, I was kind of like season 8, I'm pretty sure, or season 7, I don't actually remember. Yeah. But Cobo has kind of been around for the last few seasons, so yeah, probably the junior.
Do you feel like you learn a lot from Yeezy and Cobo?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, just it's good to have some experienced teammates. Obviously, the pressure doesn't get to them.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're calm and collective in the communication department.
So that helps you a lot?
Yeah, definitely.
And for you, Cobo, I mean, you essentially retired, right? For a while.
Yeah, for year 12, I just had a big break, definitely.
So you finished year 12, what are you doing now?
I'm full-time working pretty much. And so I have nights off to scrim and stuff now, so I'm back.
Do you find that you're often tired for scrims, or you still got lots of energy at the end of the day?
No, I'm always energetic, not too tired.
Okay, so what's the goal, Cobo? What's the goal for this weekend?
I think top 8 finish would be ideal, and then we can really like cement ourselves in that sort of top 8 plethora of groups of teams. So
yeah, so it's the sort of thing I've been talking about, I guess, a lot tonight with people, is that you feel like maybe you're one of those teams that this one you're trying to get top 8, but the next one, like the second and third regionals, you think you have a good chance of doing even better, like top 4 in those?
Yeah, I think if we get through and get top 8, we just have like a lot more confidence in ourselves to carry through momentum into the next tournaments.
Mm-hmm. And you guys haven't been together too long now, right? It's only been a few weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks, a month, really.
3 weeks probably.
Yeah, so there's still plenty of work to do as a team, I'm sure. For you, Yeezy, you've been really close to qualifying in that top 8 the last few seasons. Do you think that the new format is, really good for you, that there's maybe less pressure now that there's a top 16 stage, or do you think that helps you?
I think it's good. It's really different. I think I'll have full thoughts on it when it's at least the first regionals concluded.
Yeah.
It's really, really strange not having a league play, but rather having the 3 like mini tournaments that are spread over the 2 weekends. It's definitely a lot more playing per hour as well, which is probably a good thing. Like, well, playing per day, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good so far, but our final thoughts would be when at least the first regional's concluded. But so far, so good.
Fair enough. And you're a player who has been around for a while. How do you think the trajectory of OCE Rocket League is at the moment? Do you think that you've got a really bright future? Not like necessarily you, but the actual scene itself has a bright future. Maybe you yourself too.
It's hard for me to answer, I guess, never having played outside of OCE. Probably the players with international experience would have better perspective on that, but it feels really competitive. Maybe I'm just bad, which I've accepted, or not as good. But I think definitely it's very competitive. Like you just feels like there's at least like one team gets added to like the OK team list each season at least, and then it just becomes more than 8, and then it's like, oh, it's sort of hard now. And then you got still your top 1 into then the top 2, which was big 3 last season, and now it sort of feels like there's like a 4th one, and it's like, well, I don't know. It is hard, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's also hard. I'd say probably doing a rule 1 in a game 5 overtime. So can you tell us a little bit about the decision to break that, you know, special moment that we were having?
Okay. So I was just chilling, and then I was like, "Do you guys want me to play? Do you guys want me to keep doing this or play 3v3?" And
I will admit, I called him off.
Yeah,
It was my fault.
It's not anyone's fault. It was my decision, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to not break it and then get a goal scored and then everyone be really salty.
Oh, so now you have no trust in your teammates.
No, I did.
What the fuck, dude?
It looked like
allowed
you
my
just trying to
teammates
save
to
your
do it
ass.
for me,
No,
yeah.
I literally said 2v2 and then you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Nah, no. You
No,
go
you
on,
didn't.
mate.
You said
You're
2v2, Combo said 3v3, and I was like, the ball came at me. I'm like, oh well, I'll just go, I guess. I don't know. I was
Well,
pretty chill the whole time though.
at least you literally made Joel into a legend, right? Like,
Yeah, he's a cold. Yeah, he's a.
Cold?
I didn't know he was.
Well, he
strawberry
was
milk
featured
either.
on your Twitter, wasn't he, Yummy?
yeah, I put him. I put that clip up on Twitter, and like, that's Storby Milk apparently.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Until
What
that
the
tweet.
fuck?
But yeah, cold-headed.
Absolute legend. I can't, like, I would never, ever do that in a game 5. I wouldn't rule 1 pretty much any time in tournament, but he manages to make it happen. I guess you guys, do you feel like you have a play style already established? Do you kind of know what that is?
Oh my god.
Without voice breaks this time.
I'll add a few comments first. I think we were discussing that pretty recently. We've been trying a few different ways of how we can play as a team, as well as the makeup of that individually. So I think we're sort of sorted now. As usual, I sit back a little bit more and let my teammates sort of do their best at what they do. And Zayd's just a freaking Chad. He's just a carry, so pretty easy when Zayd's on your team, not gonna lie.
True.
Cobo is very good at making a lot of disruptive plays, I guess. A lot of fakes and demos and all the fun stuff and just yeeting the ball.
You see,
and
I
just do
swear,
the
like,
boring
it wasn't that long ago where you said you wanted to be more aggressive, you know, and not be a
Yeah.
constant errand. So what happened
But
to that?
also, like, just double committing isn't fun.
Yeah.
And like, I think I've discussed it a bit with Ben and stuff. He's very sold on the idea that you play how your personality is, and I'm not really a sort of headstrong person, so I didn't really fit it either.
Mhm.
I didn't like making my teammates like uncomfortable, so I'm like happy to sort of fulfill whatever role needed, just be a bit more supportive. So yeah, that's where I'm falling back into. But yeah, it's cool. I'm fine with it.
Is it something that you think that maybe like works better in the short term, and that you might need to change it if you want to get top 4 regularly?
Yes, that was a problem in the past. Hard stuck 5th, but I don't know. See how we go. It feels a bit different this time. I'm not as passive. I'm like was literally sitting in net for periods of time before, so we'll see. Time can only tell.
Any final thoughts, guys? Anyone want to get a few words in?
Say it's
Cobo?
a Chad.
I think that about covers it, really.
Yeah, I'm done here.
All right. Thanks everyone for coming on. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
Definitely have you as one of my potential dark horses. So, you know, do me proud, I guess. Or
Absolutely.
don't,
That means a
you
lot.
know. If you
No
don't,
drama.
then I get to make fun of Yeatsy anyway, so it's fine.
Sure. You make fun of me
Really?
even if I do make it. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's like, you make it, oh, Yeatsy was carried. You don't make it, oh,
Oh,
fucking
what
Yeatsy.
Sure.
It's already like that, mate.
Good.
Aww.
All right, have a good one, folks.
See ya.
Here's Johnny.
Thanks.
Awesome. Again, everyone's been really good at interviews. Let's Let's get our next one, and this should be an interesting one. Probably my other dark horse team. We've got Riv coming in. Hey, Rivington, how's it going, mate?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Oh, you're quiet. I need to turn you up. Hang on.
Yeah, sorry, my mic's a piece of shit.
Hey, don't be so mean to your mic. I'm sure it's trying its hardest just like you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Riv. So you're the highest potential player in Rocket League.
Look,
So are you living up to that this season?
well, as it stands, probably not.
No.
I mean, every time you mention it, I kind of just shit the bed. So, awesome hearing you say that right before the tournament tomorrow. So,
No. What?
No.
How is it my fault? All of a sudden, it's my fault for your performance.
Is it supposed to be mine?
Oh. Well, I thought so, but you know, I'm learning something new.
I'm glad. As long as you picked it up, it's all good.
Tell me about Finn. You know, he's not a very well-known name in the competitive circuit, right? So why the pickup of Finn?
Basically, it's kind of interesting because I've known Finn for a while, even from back when he was on, at least, when I was playing 2s and 3s or 1s in fucking ranked. I kind of came up against this PS4 player called Finno. I was like, oh, like, this guy's kind of mechy, you know, pretty good, but you know, PS4, kind of hard, and you know, to bring somebody like that straight into the scene. Not saying that PS4 players can't, but it makes it a little bit difficult to chat and whatever. So I played ranked with him a couple times, and then I heard he came onto PC, and I'm like, oh shit, well, you know, we started talking, played ranked. I told him to play some 6-mans, just so, you know, so he could have a geese, and then like he just started popping the fuck off. Like that guy's mech is insane. Like people say like, oh yeah, mechanics and freestyling and all that shit's kind of useless. Like he just brings a way of bringing it into like a competitive setting just from playing in 6-mans, and I'm like, you know what, let's scrim a couple times, let's see how he goes. And I was just heavily impressed with the way he played. I was just like, oh, this guy could be genuinely good. So I mean, he's only shown me that from scrims and stuff like that, and even just like we caught a bit of a glimpse of how good he can be like on the weekend against Mind Freak. Like it was just banging in shots.
Yeah.
So like it's good to see how he's coming along. Like I haven't had much of a chance to play with this team. Like I kind of had to make a choice about a week prior to the tournament with who I was gonna play with for this 3-tournament split. But I definitely don't regret my decision, considering of how good like the peaks are.
What was the other choice?
I don't know if I can say this on stream.
Okay, Fury Riv. What was the other choice?
Alright, it appears that you kind of just said it for me. I don't think I have to say anything after that.
Fair enough.
Wow, what a leak, dude.
It's not really a leak. Fury trialed everyone as well, so
true.
it's an easy guess, I would say. You've had a lot more time recently. Again, maybe another person currently crediting his career to coronavirus. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, personally, with uni and work and all this other shit, like family stuff, playing Rocket seems to be a bit of a difficult thing to manage, especially when you've got people constantly like on the game, getting better, and then you're kind of like, fuck, like I wish I could be playing, but at the end of the day, I've got other things that are essentially more important. Yeah. But then obviously COVID hit, and I'm like, I don't know, I can't do fucking shit. You know, might as well see if I can at least do something. And then obviously Sprat and Kobo and I played, and we said, you know, let's do it together. We're all good mates. I mean, coming 6th in Spring Series was like, oh shit, and at least making top 8 in Grand Slam was like another bit of like, you know, like feels good to, you know, at least be doing something, you know, especially considering before that I didn't have the best season in like quals for league play and shit. So I guess COVID has sort of been a savior. Not that I personally, I don't know what I'd rather be doing, but just taking it as an opportunity to, you know, see where this goes.
Did you think you, I guess, lost a lot of motivation because you didn't qualify that following season, or you'd already lost the motivation before that?
For me, okay, I'm a person who's very very rough on myself when I guess shit goes downhill.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people who know me are well aware of this. But I mean, like when I teamed with Bango Nazi, obviously it was a bad opportunity for me, and making league play was an awesome opportunity. But then after that, we picked up Dumbo, who I'm like, holy shit, it's Dumbo, you know, top 3 Dumbo.
Yeah.
You know, like, and obviously, like me being a little bit of a fangirl, I was like, oh shit, I'm playing with both Bango, who's a gatekeeper, and Dumbo, who's fucking insane. And then I tried working my ass off for that, just so you know, we could at least make top 8. You know, working with uni was a little bit hard, but I just put in a lot of fucking hours just trying to, you know, at least not be the fucking anchor, and then you just kind of shut the bed on the day. And obviously that kind of, that feels shocker.
So you feel like that was your fault that you didn't make it?
Look, honestly, I genuinely feel like it was. Like, how can I put it on Dumbo, a player who, in my opinion, is just phenomenal, and Bango as well, who's experienced as hell and super good on the day. Like, the man's, like, who else could it be, right? I'm the newbie rookie that got kind of put in this position, so I definitely put myself to blame in that. It sucks because I put so many hours just trying to improve, considering I'm playing with 2 people who are on another level. But, you know, shit happens, I guess. Looking at it back now, like, obviously it was an experience, you know, to, I guess, be a little bit more confident and not kind of shit on myself so much. But, yeah, I mean, it's fine now, I guess.
Do you think that's maybe a bad mentality to have? Like, do you think that now you have to come top 4 to give yourself that huge motivation to keep going for event 2 and event 3?
I guess for this first split, since obviously we haven't really had much opportunity to prac, I set us a goal of making top 16. You know, at least let's make it to day 3, and everything that comes past that is a bonus. You know, we haven't really had much time to practice. Now that we've made it, let's just give it our best shot, right? We've got nothing to lose. People aren't really expecting much from us because I guess we haven't really played for that long. So, and I guess for the upcoming splits, then yeah, I think it's in a month or in 3 weeks. Or
about 3-4 weeks, yeah.
That's heaps of time to prac and to iron out a lot of mistakes, and then, or at least the big ones, which, in my opinion, will make a fat difference in our performance. From there, we can obviously start looking at top 6, top 8, you know, and start making some decent. I say decent, but I mean money.
Yeah.
So, I guess so. Like, I'm motivated to continue pushing, but obviously for this happening tomorrow, I'm just really happy that we managed to in such a short time with playing together to at least make it to a reasonable standard. That's just about continue to improve, I guess.
So you're in it for the long term.
Yeah, absolutely. These, like, CJM is, I feel like he's incredibly underrated as a player in the region. Like, he's so, like, I've had so many chats with him. He's also the nicest fucking guy in the universe. But he's so good, and when he's like, I feel like one of the things I've spoken to him about is how he's started to really think about the game and how he plays, and with Finn coming in as a rookie who just has insane mechanical ability, and then, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the most experienced player, but in any way that I can help these 2 guys out to, you know, push and become the best they can be, then obviously I'm going to do my best for them. At the end of the day, it's just, you know, it's just stressful, but, you know.
Daddy Riv.
Leave me alone.
So you find competing actually stressful and nerve-wracking?
I've had to deal with pressure previously, but I guess with new teams, I find that it's always hard. You know, you don't know what to expect. With Overt, we're like, all right, we made top 6. You know, let's keep it going. You know, like, at least we've set an expectation.
Yeah.
Now, how can we beat it? Now, currently, we don't have one. You know, so it's kind of hard to know where to go from here. But hopefully after tomorrow or even if we make top 4, which is very unlikely. But whatever happens, like at least we've set a standard, right? And we can start figuring out, okay, how do we go to the next level?
Sweet. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And also we've run out of time, unfortunately, because you had some really good answers. But thank you for coming on.
No,
and
thank you.
good luck this weekend. I know a lot of chat are rooting for you now.
Oh, all right. I'll talk to you
Let's
later.
go, Daddy Riv.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, coming in next is going to be Siki from Renegades. There we go. Riv, Chris, Sticky. No voice crack. What do you mean? All right, let's bring him in. Hey, my dude, how's it going?
Hey, David, what's going on?
Oh, David, you gonna dox me like that?
Well, I mean, I'm showing that we're on a first name basis.
Okay, thank you, Christopher McGee.
Can we demod Cyrex? I don't like him.
Why don't you like Cyrex?
I just don't like him. Do I have to have a reason?
No, I was just checking. You know, it's an interview. I want to kind of get into the mind of Siki.
Well, I was nervous coming into this interview, so shout out to Amphis and Caveman Ben for being my breathing coaches. They taught me how to breathe. I was going in and out, but they taught me to go out and in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do on the weekend as well? You're feeling really nervous this weekend?
Well, someone said don't breathe, so that works too. But yeah.
Well, how's this weekend going to go for Renegades? Like, how's it looking coming into it?
Bit of an iffy week in scrims, but we picked it up tonight, so I think we're looking quite settled and confident, to be honest. Quite happily.
Do you think it's, I guess, harder coming in knowing that you're the favourites, or that there's a lot of expectations on you this weekend? Or gives you
there's
more
more.
confidence?
Well, there's more pressure on us, definitely, because we obviously still want to hold that rep of being a #1 team.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely. I know we've kind of gotten used to that over the past 2 tournaments, to be honest, or I'd say we have at least. So I haven't really thought about that coming into this one. But yeah. Do
you kind of have an idea, like if you came second, how upset do you feel like you would be on a personal level?
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with second. Better than any other position except first, but yeah, on a personal level, I still expect us to come first. But yeah, I'm expecting.
Garmy says fifth place because of 5th seed. Do you think that's a fair seed to be coming in as?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. So, I mean, if any team below 5th seed loses to us, they're shit, right?
What's the difference now between this RLCS and the last one? Why do you come 5th in the last one and not this one?
Because we've learnt how to play in a tournament. We've fixed our shit.
Do you think you have like a huge advantage from the fact that you've stuck together this whole time?
Yeah, obviously. We're all used to each other now, so we can all speak to each other. We can all speak down on each other without a care. No jokes, we don't do that, but
yeah,
yeah.
Once.
They talk down on me, but yeah, yeah, it's definitely a huge advantage, I reckon, because you know we've learned how to work on all the things we've needed to since the first RLCS or something. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you enjoy playing with Cameron and Cameron?
No, not really.
No, why not?
I don't know. They're just a bunch of bullies, really.
I actually felt like after the whole, you know, Esper thing and stuff, I felt like you guys got a lot closer. Is that true?
Yeah, we bonded over that coming 5th. Yeah, nah, actually got us closer, yeah, for some reason.
Why?
Because we're like, fuck, we're getting shit by the region right now, but we've got each other, and that's a love story. Yeah,
and they all stood up for you.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
So, who has been your favorite players to team with? Like, name the two best players that you've ever teamed with.
No, don't do this.
Why not?
No, because I've enjoyed multiple teammates.
So you're saying that not your current teammates?
Obviously, the best teammates to team with were CJ and Kami because we've gotten the best results with them.
Mm-hmm.
But Overall, you involve Sorex, you involve Deca, Jules, Kami. Yeah, I don't know who else.
CJ's got question marks in chat. I'm just going to leave that hanging in the air. I guess, who do you think, a lot of people are talking about Cringe Society coming into this weekend. Do you still think that they're probably toughest competition? Do you think they have a good chance of dethroning you at the moment?
Yeah, they're the best team to dethrone us for now. I don't know. From Scrim, yeah. I was thinking of who would third and fourth be closest, but yeah, definitely Cringe Society second, 100%.
What about, I know Ground Zero with Amphis, we haven't seen them yet. Are they looking better than they were with Spydosh?
Amphis likes to troll. No, Shakes, he doesn't really troll against us. Well, I mean, I expect them to do better in a tournament with Amphis. I can never really tell from scrims because everyone plays different on the day. But personally, I'd expect them to do better with Amphis because there's a lot more attack in their play now.
Yeah. Is there any team that you think might take out like a fourth position that would join Ground Zero and Cringe Society in the top four?
Mind Freak.
Mind Freak is your expected one?
Yeah, definitely Mind Freak.
Well, what's I guess how have you guys managed to become the top team? Like, what's the secret sauce?
Be better than everyone else.
Yep. Very insightful. How have you become the best player in OCE?
Don't make roster changes.
Yeah.
View the game differently from other people. I don't know. It's kind of just
get coached by Lawler.
Get coached by Lawler. Yeah, he helped us get here. Yeah. We had to go backwards to go forwards, but ever since he stopped coaching us, we got a lot better because we took on his fundamentals.
Yep.
But yeah, that's how you get good as a team. Really, just stick together and work on shit. Don't be afraid to go through replays and pick out certain things. And just, you have to have people that you're good friends with outside of the game.
Yeah.
Like, as you know, we chill in Discord a lot and game a lot. And I get bullied, but
how do you think that helps the team actually perform?
Well, you can have more laughs. You get to know each other a lot better. And in game day, you can talk to each other like best friends almost. So yeah.
Does that mean that you're going to stay with these two forever?
Yeah, forever. Yeah, 100%.
Nice. And you're going to make Worlds this season?
Yeah. Can't wait for Worlds and LAN.
So then how does OCE... How do you think... Like, I know you watch a lot of NA and EU specific teams probably. Who... Like, how do you feel like you're currently stacking up to NA and EU?
I can never tell. It always feels good when you hear because, you're beating OC, but as soon as you get over there, everything changes. Like, their top 8 team can, go even with you in scrims, just as easy as their top first team. So it's always hard to tell. But I would think we'd be able to beat, a top 8 team from over there. Top 6.
Fair enough. Do you think that there's a chance that maybe you, even as a team, would move to NA and EU now that, well, obviously after coronavirus, but now that the new format allows you to earn points without having to work your way up through an RLRS, for example?
Well, I guess that mainly depends on the org, because I feel like if we were offered that, we would definitely take that. But I feel like that would mainly depend on the org for funding that trip.
Fair enough. One last question: Who's the brains behind Renegades? Who's the one who I'd say pushes the team the furthest?
We don't have any fucking brains.
No brains.
No brains.
What is Spydoge doing? He's invited me to Rocket League and it's somehow given me a call at the same time.
I feel like all of us push each other forward.
Yeah.
CJ is definitely the most happiest in scrims. But yeah.
But he has no brain, according to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll find it one day.
Well, you learn all you know from watching G2 and Vitality.
Mainly watching Vitality and NRG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the secret, guys, to become the best player in OCE. Just watch every replay of Vitality and NRG.
Yeah, stop overtraining and playing ranked, you shitters. It doesn't work.
All right. Well, thank you, Siki, for coming on. Good luck this weekend. Hope you
my God,
make your
thank you.
dreams come true. Bye. I
Thank
love
you.
you.
Bye.
Excellent. Well, we're going to move on to the next one. All right, guys. This is how you get unfriended. Keck W. That was Fiber who just got unfriended. Sweet. We're going to now bring in the biggest name, the one that I've been most excited to bring in, and I'm not even gonna pronounce his name because I'm not 100% sure I've got it right. So I'm gonna check with him first. But it's time for the lad to come in from Wombologist. Now, is it J Co or J Cow?
It's J Cow.
J Cow, how's it going, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks for asking, to be honest. There's a lot of rude cunts here in this region, like Siki, who don't even care how I'm feeling. For you guys, though, you're okay. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I have no idea realistically who you guys are except from seeing you in ranked. So how did you guys become a team and how did you make it into the top 16?
Honestly, we have no idea ourselves. Last Friday, we basically just decided to sign up just for fun. And everything kind of just happened and here we are.
Have you been playing with the boys for a while?
Yeah, I've been playing ranked with them for a while now. And yeah, we've always had good chemistry, so yeah, we decided to team up.
Was that your first ever tournament this last weekend?
Yeah, for me and Clooney it was. I think Tenga's has played a few tourneys, but yeah, first to be in Clooney.
That's pretty insane. I love it. Okay, so I don't know if you watch a lot of my streams or anything like that, but you're pretty much my favorite team at the moment. I'll put you in the top 10 power rankings. You're going to come top 10 this weekend. Do you think that's a fair estimate?
I mean, anything can happen, really. Yeah, but we're just happy to be here, to be honest.
So you're going to keep signing up you've become a competitor for life now, right?
Yeah, I guess we're just going to keep doing some more tourneys and see where it takes us.
Okay, do you know what a scrim is?
Yeah. I actually did a few this week for the first time as well.
Yes. How was that experience for you?
It was different. I enjoyed it a lot more than ranked. Because it was actually good to play some proper teams. But yeah, it was a good experience.
Do you know? Do you want to leak who some of the teams that you scrimmed were?
Yeah, I guess. We just first Sneaky Boys. I think that was it from top 16.
Yeah.
We got egoed by Team Ferox. They said they'll only verse top 10.
What the hell? They're not even top 10. And I put you in top 10. Oh my god, you should be the one egoing them, mate. I've never been more disappointed in my life.
Yeah. That was it, really.
So at the moment, you're in it for fun. You're not expecting too much. You're just having the time of your life.
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna obviously try our best, but in the end, we're just doing it for fun.
Fair enough. Well, who on the team decided on the name? I understand it's from SpongeBob, but the name Wombologist.
Yeah, it was me. Tony and Tengas had no idea. I was kind of disappointed with that. But yeah, they liked the name as well, so we went with it.
I mean, I actually hope that you get picked up by an org, but I also hope you don't because I want to keep the name in
true.
in the top. Your first opponent, if I recall, it's Ground Zero, right? No, it's Fury.
No, Fury.
So you're actually in with a good shot here. Do you think? Have you seen Fury play a lot?
Not as a team, but I've come up against them all in ranked a lot, and they're all pretty solid players. So yeah, it's going to be a hard challenge.
Do you I guess have you followed a lot of previous seasons of RLCS in OCE or even internationally?
Not so much OCE, but yeah, internationally I've watched Worlds.
So And the thought never crossed your mind previously, I could be one of those gamers.
Nah, not really. I'm kind of I've been more into freestyling for a while. But yeah, recently just been more competitive, I guess.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about, I guess, Clooney and Tangers and what they're like as teammates.
Yeah, so I think we have a good balance because, in my opinion, I'm a bit unpredictable. Like, even I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. So it's good to have them to trust to not doing something stupid like me.
So they're just solid all round players, you'd say.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have really good mech as well, but yeah, just solid all around as well.
Do you think that you guys have an X factor? Since I'd say, obviously you had a couple of scrims, but most people haven't versed you before and don't know how you play. Do you think that gives you the advantage, or an advantage?
Yeah, I definitely think it could. And I guess being the underdog just always an advantage. Like,
whoa! No one's saying you're the underdog, mate. We've all got you top 10.
True.
You were the underdog in qualifiers, but then you managed to scrape through, and now we all believe in you. So
yeah, I guess
none
so.
of that talk. I like, chat has been going. If you haven't looked at chat has been going absolutely mental for you. Saying that Wombologist should have been the only team interviewed. When did I do power ranking Sprat? The other day. I guess you're the freestyler. Those two are pretty solid. What's the overall play style as a team?
We like to pass a lot. I feel like we have good chemistry with passing and knowing where we are. Also on defense, I think we're really strong. Like, I was looking at some of the stats in the quals, and we had like 12 saves per game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting to see.
So you're good at goal line saves. You find that's the same, I guess in ranked, that you are good in defense there, or are you more used to attack?
I don't really know. I guess I'm kind of just all round. But I feel like Tangers and Clooney are definitely more defensive than I am.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, I love it. I need to hear again from you next week after the weekend, assumedly after the top 4. I know I put you in top 10, like in 10th position, but I still believe I'm holding out for that top 4 placement, the dream.
Yeah,
but I guess if things didn't work out for you, for some reason it didn't work out, and you came last, or you came outside of the top 10, would you still be happy with your performance overall?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we weren't even expecting to be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything would be good.
Listen, if you ever need a scrim, just reach out. I'll fucking make a team and I'll scrim you. I mean, imagine the number of viewers I'd get if I said official scrim against Wombologists.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. Again, I wish you the luck. I'm a big fan already of you, your attitude, the team, and I hope to see you in the top 16 every single time, to be honest.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Bye.
See ya.
Man, what a fucking legend. Oh my god. I'm actually the biggest Wombologist fans, and now I somehow even became more of a fan after that interview. Jesus. Next up, Deca and Torsos. They originally didn't want to do one, so I guess it's Deca and Torso, according to my thing. You hate Deca. OC finally has 16 teams. Can we get a pog? Let's go. Yes. Alright, let's bring these guys in. Alright, we got the lads. We got Deca and Torsos. Lads, how's it going?
Yummy!
Oh no. He's had too many pop rocks tonight, I think.
What, man?
How are you? I mean, apart from being able to scream names, how's it going?
Yeah, good, dude. How are you?
Oh.
we didn't want to do one because we were all triggered after scrims.
I was
And
so
we
triggered.
had to calm down, man.
Why are you triggered? Why are you triggered?
Because we did the strat, we were all tired for today to get a good night's sleep. So we're all just terrible at the game.
Wait, but do you need like a good night's sleep when it starts at like 5:30
Yes.
p.m.?
Yes.
I wake up at like 2 p.m. otherwise, man.
Yep. And then when it gets to time to play, you just feel sluggish and disgusting.
Yep. Yes.
It happens every time.
But scrims have been going really well for the rest of the week, right?
Yeah.
Relatively speaking, yes.
Does that mean that you're...
Should I Gregan? Should I Gregan?
Yeah, Gregan.
No.
Gregan.
Oh my god, okay, on Thursday, we 8-1 the Renegades. Holy shit! Get called out.
Cringe society.
Thoughts, CJ,
Yeah,
Carney,
thoughts people in chat,
Oh
man.
no.
And then they like 8-1 us today.
Oh
So,
no.
Kinda cancels out.
So why were you triggered? You know, why did the scrim go badly today outside of being...
No, like, we weren't really triggered. It was just sort of we went in it today. And then we just got a bit frustrated with losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did
But
ask...
we weren't, like, actually, like, triggered mentally wise.
Nah, we had a big argument where kicking.
Yeah, like, we hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that common? And you guys all hate each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Nah, we've been changing a lot of stuff in the scrims, and it's been going really good for the last few weeks. So I think we have a lot more to improve on as like the split goes on.
Agreed.
So you're thinking that, you know, even if you don't come top 1 this weekend, because I failed the 1v1 yesterday, that you'd definitely come top 1 in the second or third split event? Yeah.
Well, we're coming top 1 in the first one.
Yeah, it's the triple top 1.
So Torsos, what's the difference now between this team with Drippe and Decker, and then all the way back, the team when it was grinding with the likes of, you know, Jake or Kami alongside you two?
I guess like our whole play style is just different. You know, the old challenge everything mechanic, and we've sort of changed that quite a bit because it's a bit washed now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it sort of just wasn't working really anymore. And Decker's come in from ground 0, regional champion, and it's like, have you thought about the meta? And I was like, I'm washed. Teach me.
Oh no.
So I'm still washed currently.
So Decker's the leading mind in OCE.
Nah, it's more like Decker and Drip.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've got like a lot of individual stuff to improve on that I've been working on in the last few weeks, and I think I have a long way to go still. But I've like already.
So that's why you're more confident in the second and third event.
Yeah, because I like still sort of like working it out individually with like how I'm playing.
Well, you've always been, I guess, struggled a lot when you're not personally having a lot of impact. Do you still think that's true?
I like did, but the way like we're playing now, it's definitely not like that. Because before I was like very mechanics. If mechanics were bad on the day, I was just gonna have a bad day, like no matter what.
But now it doesn't.
And I think it's a lot more, consistent with like positioning and stuff like that. Which is why it's like I'm obviously not good at it yet, because I just haven't played like that ever, like the last like 4 years. So I need to like actually take time to improve and that aspect of my game, because I've kind of just not been focusing on it all, because like new teams we like work out the triple with Spido's Decker. I haven't like focused on myself. Anyway, I'll let Decker talk.
Decker, I wanted to know, you were considered the best player for the first RLCS of the year.
Wrong.
How are you feeling individually now compared to then?
Definitely not the same, but I feel like it's a little bit more balanced now, because like I don't know, I don't want to say like there was more weight on my shoulders, like not the right way to say it, but like it's just like I have to do less almost. Like it's like I don't have to like play really good all the time, and if like one person has a bad day, then like the other two will pick up the slack. So it's like with this playstyle that you can really count on that, and I don't know, it's just
so different but not worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
But not better.
I mean, it can be better. Like, if all three of us are playing well, then we win. But I don't know. Over the past couple of weeks, we've made some really good improvements. Like, it's not even just Torts as well. Like, Drip and I have needed to change some things too. So, yeah, no, pretty happy. Just gotta prove it in the tournament, you know.
Yeah. Also, because I didn't expect that you guys wanted to come on to interview, so I asked Drip a question as well, and I asked him how he feels being compared to the old Drippe, the Chiefs Drip EG Drippe to now, and whether he feels it's fair, and he actually felt it was fair, that he's motivated to get back on top. So I'm really excited to see how Drippe is going. Do you guys think it's fair that he's being compared to old Drippe, or not as good as old Drippe?
Yeah, I think since he came back from NA, like obviously it'd be very, very sad to go NA back to OCE. Like, I wouldn't be very motivated after that, of course. But I think with the new format and like how we're changing our playstyle and all that, I think he's very motivated, and he's promising young man in scrims.
So you think do you think it's more of like his position in the team that's been a struggle, or more mechanically maybe that he hasn't been the top?
I think it's definitely been like mechanically, like maybe just not as like motivated, because he's definitely like, I don't know, he's always got like the positioning been down to me. Like whenever he says he has a bad day, I'm just like, doesn't even feel like it.
Yeah.
Does he feel like he's the most consistent right now, at least in scrims?
One of the other two, definitely not me.
Why aren't you consistent, Taurus?
Because my positioning is still poo-poo, and my decision-making is poo-poo. And I'm bad at the game.
Name the worst decision-making you keep doing. Is it using all your boosts and to go up for a really high area?
No, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it.
The thing that I brought up to you like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I've just figured out it's bad.
It's fair. I mean, you stopped it for a while. Hopefully, we see it stopped again, because then you'd be an omega powerful gamer, right?
Yeah, no, like when I do play how I want to now, like I feel really good. Like on like last weekend, obviously it was like against not as good teams, but like, it was like very comfortable.
But you
I
didn't
felt, like,
drop
really
a
good.
game, so
Yeah, well, I mean, we like perfect swept people. It was epic.
like the good old Chiefs days. So what's the difference now? Because obviously Chiefs back then, you were first place and constantly having to work to stay on top. You're now in a position where you've been in second place all year, trying to get to the top. How do you feel like there's a different mindset there for you?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I really like want to be at the top, obviously, and I'm really motivated, especially with like this whole new season, all that, and that motivates you a lot.
So
and
you and Drip are much more motivated by this.
Oh
new
yeah,
season.
for sure. And I think like this year, because of like no LAN, Corona, or like the other tournaments, we weren't like very well, it's like not the same, and there's nothing after to play for, right? Like in top 4 playoffs, if we made top 2, it wasn't like we go on RLCS. It was just like, oh, we win OCE. Woo.
So
Which
you don't care about money.
Nah, not really. I just wanna. I mean, I care about money if it was more NA style money, but it's not, is it? But we want to get to NA, you know. So we got to win OCE to get there, and now it's like very doable with the format. So very motivating.
Same for you, Decker. You're really motivated by this new format.
Definitely. The only thing I'm struggling with at the moment is ranked. I just can't. I just need to find some other form of motivation to just keep playing the game like throughout the week. And I don't know. I might get back into 6 fans or something. But in terms of tournaments and stuff, it's like it's pretty motivating.
And what's your goal, Decker? You want to go overseas as well?
I mean, yeah, I just want to win everything.
Win everything.
Yeah.
Win Worlds.
Yeah, I mean,
what if you went to Worlds and came 4th?
I'd say
surely that's good enough for some org to want to fly us over.
Yeah, I'd say
it's so competitive now as well.
I'd say good job. Next time, let's win.
No, it'd still be like triggered that we didn't win, obviously. But like a month after, I'd be like, alright, we did alright again.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. There wouldn't be just complete disappointment, like, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't got your first Worlds win yet, have you, Decker?
Nope.
But you only had one World so far.
No, he had a Jules on his team.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thoughts, Jules, in chat? Oh, he can't answer because he's not coming onto the show.
Oh no!
Unlucky.
Oh no. How do you guys? I guess outside of Rocket League, how do you guys hang out a lot? Do you feel like you're really good friends? Is there certain games or something that you play together?
We don't really play games together, but we do. We've been friends for a while now, like the three of us. So
yeah,
it's like you can just talk about anything really.
Yeah, no, sure, we're very close. We're like, we have the understanding if someone criticizes another person, it's all just we all want to improve, innit?
No one takes anything personally.
Yeah, and like we'll be in like Discord for like a couple hours after, just chilling.
Yep.
All that.
And you're all.
And then like if there's a game that we want to play. What did you say?
Yeah, sweet. So all of your weebs, perfect.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I did not sign up for this.
What do you mean you didn't sign up for it? You're on Torsos' team. You have to be a weeb. There's the rules.
I'm a weeb.
Sure.
Well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Oh,
maybe didn't get the best insights because I'm a bad interviewer. So I asked dumb questions. You guys did well, so it's fine. Hopefully chat liked it. But yeah, thank you for coming on, boys.
It's alright. Thanks for having us.
Good luck this weekend. Try and come first. Woo!
Oh my god, I will.
Bye, bye.
Bye. Caveman Ben tried to sneak in. All right, let me update the name as well. What do we have? Ground Zero Jules. Oh my god, guys. Yeah, Decker and Torso. All right. Hey, Jules, how are you?
Hello, how's it going?
Good, good. You didn't even answer how are you. You just don't even. You care more about how I'm going.
Nah, I don't care about how I feel. No one cares about how I feel anyway.
I just asked you and you ignored me.
No, it's just all empty words from you. I know.
Oh no. Okay, so thoughts on clapping back at Torsos and Decker a little bit?
Oh, what did they say again? I don't remember.
Oh, I can't remember either. If chat were
all I heard is Tor said I had a jewel.
Oh yeah, that you were the reason Decker hasn't got a single series win.
Don't think that's necessarily true.
You're also the reason that CJ hasn't got a series win.
Oh no, that is true. But I feel like it goes everyone's way. Like they may not agree with that though.
It's CJ and Kami's fault too.
Equally fault, yeah. Equally.
Oh no, Loki's arrived too, but he's gonna have to wait 10 minutes for our super awesome interview. How you guys feeling coming into this weekend, man?
Honestly, really good. Really good. Feeling really happy with the team dynamic that we got going.
Why? What's happened? What's changed since Amphis has joined the team?
I think when Amphis joined, it was just like a breath of fresh air. Honestly, like I think the circumstances with Spido's joining was just not didn't make it a good team in the first place. Like it was not meant to be. And I think when Amphis joined, it was exactly what we needed. And I think even though there was like a bit of shake-up in terms of the teams how I thought I had to play the game, how Express thought he had to play the game.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a really welcome change.
So you think that Amphis is improving you and Express as individuals as well?
Yes, very much so. I definitely have improved so much when he's by him joining.
Is that like mechanically or positionally?
A bit of everything. I think I've been a bit of a selfish player in the past. Like I couldn't really work out how to like support my teammates well enough, like to the point where I would seem like I would not know what I was doing, and that's why the iconic "Where is he going?" line from you makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think with Amphis, I've started to learn like how to support him really like well. Like I don't know, I've never like gelled with a player like that where I've supported someone rather than them supporting me. You know. and I think it's been really like fun for me. And you know, Express, he just gels with everybody. Like it's so easy for him. He's such a team player.
Would you? What are your thoughts on Express and his Game 7 curse? Is that a problem coming into this weekend?
Not really. I don't think, because I don't think there are any Game 7s. Like if
there
you
is on
if you
the
were to...
Sunday. There is on the Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I guess that might be a problem, but I don't think. Honestly, like I don't remember. The only like real Game 7 recently that he's lost is the one with what was it? Grand Slam? No, it was 2. We've lost 2 of them.
Oh no.
Okay, maybe it's as worse than I thought.
He's
but...
like 12-2 in terms of 12 losses, 2 wins in Game 7.
But no, I definitely believe in him, because I think both of the times we lost Game 7s with him, I think there was a time where like no one in the team knew what they were doing, you know, and that's kind of hard to like, if you don't know what you're doing in the team, it's very hard to know what you're doing when you're under pressure as well. So yeah.
It's just funny because it's like at this point it's just the stats are so insane, you know. That it's whatever. So I
think it's actually beneficial because he'll be like really hungry to prove everyone wrong, you know.
So he'll be more nervous in that Game 7.
No, it's it'll probably go the other way. Honestly, he'll want to win so badly just to prove everyone wrong. You know, he'll play well.
Do you think so when it comes to, I guess, the difference between Amphis and Deca, then what's the major difference now in the dynamic of those two teams?
Ooh, I'd say like not an exact comparison, but a good comparison would be that I'm sort of like Deca now, and Amphis is sort of like me, kinda. That's a good comparison.
Do you think that if you stayed together with Deca, if Deca hadn't left, that you would be a favorite to win this season coming up, or this split?
It would have been it's a long time since he left, and I think we had lots of stuff to improve on with Deca, so I definitely think we would have been a really good team still. Like I don't have any doubt about that.
But maybe you just wouldn't have that catalyst to change like Amphis was, right?
I reckon we would have like actually taken more of the recent tournaments straight after as well, and maybe that might have led to a lack of confidence, or not lack of confidence, lack of motivation.
Yeah.
And that could have factored in, but no, I think we still would have been really good.
Does that mean that you're still like, you know, I think at the moment everyone, including Cringe and Renegades, are putting themselves in the top 2, those 2 in the top 2. Do you think that you're a really good chance of at least taking one of those down and taking a top 2 spot?
I'd say we definitely have the best chance of any other team, but I think there's a good reason to put the other 2 in the top 2 at the moment, only because they have tournament experience. I think if you look at other teams, Renegades in their first season, they obviously did poorly in their RLCS season. That's why they got 5th seed now. And I think Cringe Society, when they had just got Deca, they got 3rd and lost to us with Spidoge, and obviously like we weren't playing that. Like, we weren't a good team with Spidoge, so I think everyone in their first tournament is not going to play up to, you know, how they expect, and it's always, you can only grow from there.
Yeah.
And I think later on, I definitely would see us being more considered in that top 2 talk, for sure. But for now, like, it's a bit of an enigma.
Yeah. Well, when Deca joined, they came 2nd in Spring Series, right?
No, but there was a tournament before that they got 3rd in. Straight after.
What was that?
That was the one we got 2nd in. I forgot what it was. It was an Anzac, I think.
Ah, yeah, the Anzac Invitational.
Yeah.
Bluebird. Yeah.
Bluebird. Yeah.
Bluebird's on tonight. That's why there's a lot of, not necessarily like we don't have a full lineup of everyone coming in. There's multiple teams actually currently playing tournaments, including Lurky. Although Lurky's in the chat if he wants to come in and have a few words. The Scrim Invitational. That's the one.
That's right.
Do you think that Renegades are a scrim team?
Not anymore. No.
No, but they were back in the day.
Yeah, but I think they just were misguided. I definitely think all of them were good on tournament day, except maybe like CJ initially. But CJ's become so good on tournament now, and I think like since he's become good at tournament, all of them have, and I think it's sort of like a compound effect. So they're definitely the best team in tournament, in my opinion. And I think if Cringe Society do beat them, it'll be because they've somehow like worked out their mentality, because that's all that's stopping them at the moment.
Yeah. So
Renegades right now are unstoppable.
So Renegades are still your favourites to win this weekend.
Yeah, they're the most likely.
Yeah. Who's the team coming fourth? You're coming third. You know that's the assumption, or like top three. Who's the other team joining the top four?
Ooh. I'd say Mind Freak actually look really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they're actually getting really close to the other three, the top three, out of anybody. And I think Gaming Gamers could definitely pull it off as well. So I think they're the two hot teams to take fourth.
What I guess when it comes to Mind Freak, the new member is Caveman Ben. Like how are they looking with him? Like why do they look like such a better team now than maybe even last season?
I think he's more of like a really solid and consistent player that isn't necessarily like he doesn't mess up as well, which is really, really important. And he's actually played really well, like against us in particular, in that I forgot the tournament, but it was the Game 7 one where we nearly came back. Like he popped off after they got were 2-0 down in Game 7. So no, he's been like a really good fit for them as well. Like he's slotted in so well, and I think that team is becoming a threat for sure.
Way better than they ever were with Ghost.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess that's a little bit of a call out for Ghost, but also not really. Thanks for coming on, dude. Like I know you didn't originally plan on doing it, so it's good to take 10 minutes out.
No problem. It was
Good
a pleasure.
luck, and I hope you take your first series win at Worlds.
Thank you.
No
Right, see ya.
Bye. All right. Well, that's our last interview. We got Lurky. Lurky's here. So is Kia. So we're going to bring in Kia too. All right. Let's get this sorted out. Alright, we're bringing in the boys. Hey lads, how's it going?
Hello, yummy cheese man.
Cheese man.
The first one was Lurky, the second one was Kia, and you guys sound very excited. So does that mean you're pumped for the weekend?
Yes, really pumped.
Really pumped. Kia's pumped. So you're gonna lose this weekend. It sounds like you're being sarcastic. It's last place.
No, this is just my voice permanently.
How old are you, Lurky?
17 now.
Nice. So I actually asked, I asked this before because we didn't think you were going to get an interview. You took, like a year off, right? Or half a year off?
Pretty much, like half a year, yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you take that year off?
The parents
so
and school.
The parents were kind of like hoping you would not focus on video games and focus on school.
Yes,
right?
that's exactly right.
And that's
so instead I
changed
focused
now?
on... Yeah, so... Well, it's not changed, I'm still focusing on school.
Yeah.
But it's, they're more understanding.
His parents aren't yelling at him at every moment.
Oh,
yes, it's very good.
Kia, do your parents yell at you?
Yes.
On the odd occasion.
They honestly should do it a lot more.
No, they...
Well,
we can't even play the video game.
What does that mean?
Oh, nothing. I just, just
I'm
taking some
big boy
stabs
now.
at you already. You know?
I'm 19.
19.
I'm paving my path.
So you're okay, Kia. I need to understand what the fuck is the go with you, because you're not taking the game seriously, right? But you're also managing to make it into the top 8 every season. So what's your motivation here? Why are you playing Rocket League?
It's like,
why are you running?
It's like putting in the minimum effort to get the minimum reward is so satisfying for me for some reason. I don't know. I just can't commit, but I can commit a little bit. Like
what else is eating up all your time these days then?
I'm at uni, I have a job. That's about it.
And
I don't know, Rocky's just on the back burner permanently, forever.
Yeah, you just play 5 hours a week and you're done?
And then, just let it rip in league play.
Are you guys streaming a lot, Loki?
So, we were like a last minute pickup team.
Uh-huh.
So, we've only scrimmed like a few times, but they've been alright. We don't really get the best teams in scrims, obviously.
But still
For
good
instance,
Yeah.
That wasn't Flame, anyone we have
No,
scrimmed.
Kia, for instance.
For instance, oh, I don't want to flame, but like,
Nah, we won't Flame.
we've been messaging Fury Esports Club,
Yeah.
and then they don't say anything to us,
Yeah.
and then we just verse them in Bluebird.
And we may have beat
simple.
them.
Let's just say it's a simple 3-1. You know,
We're
it's
not
just
flexing,
It's just
mate,
one
we're
of
not
those
flexing.
things. I'm not flexing. I don't.
It wasn't
no
the
shade.
easiest game we've ever
I'm
played.
just saying we're the best.
Yeah. So, everybody's egoing you. Homie's saying the only top 10 teams can scrim them. Like, what do you need to do to get some credit around here, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
maybe try a little bit, Kia. That would probably help.
Kia
That's
tries.
on the cards. Whether or not I'll pick that card, who knows?
But Lurky, Kia said earlier that you're the carry. Is this true?
No, this isn't true.
It's not true.
Daisu today. I think it's like Daisu carry pretty often.
That's pretty good. So he's playing less of a defensive role than he has been in the last, year?
Who, Daisu?
Yeah.
Definitely.
More of aggressive role. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's very he's very good at being good at the moment.
And it's the eloquence that you say that really gives me confidence.
Yes.
In that statement. What's Daisu best at the moment?
Really making it difficult for Fury. in particular.
Fury
yes.
in particular. So he was the one who was setting up all the goals?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm more excited to see this team now. Six Man's Battalion, of course. You lost the Southern Stars. Explain.
Don't care.
No, we had a
stand-in.
I think we had a stand-in
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
My
who?
PC crashed and
Yeah.
we needed to get a stand-in.
Yeah.
It
So
was mocked.
Invalid result. Invalid.
Yeah, that's irrelevant. You shouldn't look at that.
Okay.
They should
fair
probably
enough.
cross that out or something.
You also lost to GC. Explain.
Nope,
GZ.
didn't happen.
Explain.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
That was just unwinnable because Jules is the best, and I love Jules too much to beat him.
Just Jules, not the other two at all.
Oh
No, just yours.
Gross.
Great. So, do you think Ground Zero without Jules would just not even make top 16?
They'd crumble and burn slowly.
Fair enough. Sweet. So, I guess you guys are a little bit of a dark horse team, especially if I hear that Daisu is playing aggressively. Do you guys get anything from Daisu's experience?
Yes.
Cool.
Not me.
No, just Lurky. You're learning
Yeah, I guess.
so much right now.
Yeah, well,
I
lately I've
just-
been trying to play around players more than...
Yeah.
Because, like, when I did play in League Play, I thought more so I was like I had to do stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now I try and support more.
Cool.
Rather than try and, like, carry, because...
And that's helping you
just how
kind of,
I'm
I guess,
playing.
learn the game as such.
Yeah, I'm just like... Yeah, it's easier to understand when you're just less monkey-like.
Kia, you agree with that? As a
Well,
professional monkey yourself?
I have never monkeyed. I am level-headed in
Uh-huh.
all aspects. I don't know. I think Lucky just like fits really nicely just into like a nice little structure. Like we very like team-based. We play around each other.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought of Lucky as being this like solo player, whatever. But like he's definitely like changed my opinion of him, and it's just like really good, and we're all confident playing around each other.
Oh, that's so cute. I like
It
it.
really is cute. My heart's just melting right now.
So you're enjoying... I know that you're basically a pickup team, but you are enjoying playing the trio. You feel like you're going to stick together for a while?
Yeah, well, we'll see, but this has definitely been... this has been one of the funner teams I've been in.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Lurky, if you come in top six... if you come 16th, you're gone next event. You're going to join someone
Oh,
else.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Oh, no. Kia, how do you feel
No,
about that?
no, it's
Handshakes all around.
sarcasm.
No, it's good. I want to see more teams sticking together, and and sticking it out for the full year. You've got a full year together. Just
You've been
remember
saying that for like 3 years.
There's relationships that last less than a year, and you guys are committing to this marriage for an entire year now.
It's in writing.
It's almost in writing, because if you do okay, I guess, and get some points, you have to give up those points if you want to make 2 changes to the roster or anything.
Oh, true.
Across an entire year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which won't happen. We're staying together, 100%.
The commit.
Together
Just
forever.
consulted everyone.
The commit. No one else is going to pick you up anymore now.
Yeah, exactly right.
Excellent. Well, one last question: Where are you guys going to come this weekend? What's a success? What's a fail?
Realistically, or
yeah, realistically.
We'll lose to Cringe.
No doubt about it.
And then after that, we probably have a high chance if we're versing. Yeah, I'd say we've got a pretty high chance to win at least 2 games after that.
Yeah. So you're thinking like what, top 8? Is a success, or top 10?
Yeah, we're going for top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would be the cutoff point? But like we failed, or have you already feel like your success is coming top 16?
There is no fail.
Just
we are not failing.
Just anti-success.
As long as we try our best, I feel like that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
But Kia, you've already admitted that you're not trying your best and that you're cruising. So.
Well, trying your best is relative, isn't it? Like, I'm trying my best right now because I only have 10 hours in the game in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
But like,
But you're
I'd be
still
trying my best.
using
I'd
those
be
10
trying
hours.
just as best if I had played like 1,000,000 hours. Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
Well done. I mean, he's only this high, folks. Like, it's not. He's all right. Kia, Lurky, absolute pleasure having you guys on.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in despite playing a tournament as well, and hope you do well in all the future Bluebird Cups.
You
Thanks,
too.